Bing bong!
If you're there at Walgreens, might as well go to D-Rose.
Yeah, you might as well just go to D-Rose, man. Bing bong! What is up, gentlemen? How are you this morning?
Swell.
Oh, dude, that's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Yeah,
Welcome to the CineBoiz podcast, part of the Cork Bats podcast network. If you don't know what Cork Bats is, be sure to follow them on social media at Cork Bats on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, and then Cork Bats on YouTube. You can also visit corkbats.com, our website, where all of our cool stuff is posted. Our latest review. What is our latest review? Oh yeah, our review of Don't Worry Darling's up. You should read that. Also got some good Chiefs content that is setting the internet ablaze.
Yeah. People, I love it.
Yeah, people are referring to us as the media, saying all kinds of things like, "Oh, this is clickbait," and it really, honestly, they're right. It is clickbait. Like that is what we're doing. We try to.
I love.
Yeah, but like website. also read it. You know.
Yeah.
Like
also read
before
it,
you comment on it, read it.
I just love being referred to as the media.
Yeah.
Well,
That's maybe my favorite thing that's ever happened to us.
Me and Mob are in a little text thread with Austin, and I was telling Austin I forgot to do this. I was going to make a media badge today and wear it on the stream.
Man. Press.
But I forgot.
Yeah.
So
press. I could whip one up for us.
Yeah.
Get it laminated.
We got K Mango in the chat. Good to see you, our loyal moderator. And then, of course, our good friend Weird Adult also in the chat. Good to see you. So yeah, you can follow us here on Twitch. We are CineBoiz, movie, TV, gaming branch of Cork Bats. We do a stream, try to do a stream at least once a month. This is Mega Stream 3, so this is a 3-parter. We'll take a couple breaks today, but we're going to be recording 3 podcast episodes, so we hope that you stick around for it. Keep up with us on social media also. We're at the CineBoiz on Twitter and Instagram. You can also join our Discord, which there is a link below. And then Kate, could you actually put that in the chat? We'd really appreciate that. I think everybody in the chat right now is part of the Discord, but Molly's in the chat. Good to see you. She says, "Good morning, boys in chat." It is good to see you. Guys, happy American Touch Tag Day to all who celebrate.
What?
That was a really weird way to put it, but that's how it's said on the website.
Touch tag, so tag.
Happy American Touch Tag Day. So you
just
know,
regular tag,
right?
Yeah.
Which that was made by a non-American. That is a title by somebody from a different country. Happy American Touch
That's probably
Tag
true.
Day.
Yeah.
Kunit approved in the chat. Says go Ken. Kunit, good to see you. Movie Boy says sup folks. Good to see you, Movie Boy. Yeah, there's our link for the Discord in the chat if you want to join. And then I'm Kenny. I'm one of the co-hosts of the CineBoiz podcast, and I am joined by our good friend we haven't seen in a while, but we're glad he's here, Mr. Tom. Tom, how are you?
I'm great. I had a big bowl of Reese's Puffs this morning, so I'm feeling great.
Heck yeah, we know how we love Reese's Puffs on this.
Hey Tom.
Yo.
Tom.
Yo.
I had a big bowl of frosted mini wheats. Really lathered it up in the milk.
Oh, that's
messed
good.
up.
Did
I
you
had
like-
I had something called Panda Puffs, which is
Oh.
Aldi brand of Reese's Puffs. So
That's
I'm feeling good
K-Razzie.
too.
K-Razzie.
Well,
Yeah,
cool.
how does it feel to be outnumbered this week, Ken?
I didn't even eat
Suck it.
anything. My breakfast
That was
so far
crazy. I can't believe we had 2 guys on a single podcast that
Yeah.
were anti-cereal. I've never met one person that's like, I hate cereal in my entire life.
I always knew that about Kenny, but I don't think I really knew that about. I mean, I hadn't talked to Billy Rock in a long time, but
Yeah, he's always on when you're off.
Yeah. He's like
Actually,
a replacement Tom.
He
when
was
you're not
he was
here.
on with me once.
Oh,
Yeah.
then he
Do remember
lied.
that.
He's a liar. So yeah, well, congrats on your breakfast. My breakfast is coffee, and I usually don't eat till like 11 or noon every day. So, we got Tradman in the chat. First time chatter, good to see you. Says loved when we used to play American Touch Tag at recess in elementary school. Didn't we all?
I was a personal fan of American Touch Freeze Tag.
Oh yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and then
Touch freeze.
Kay says we need to rebrand to Cereal Boys minus Kenny. Which could be a good name at the Cereal Boys minus Kenny. Well, Tom, let me ask you this: what are you big on?
I'm pretty basic. I'm pretty big on fall. The temperatures lately have just been superb.
Shoot, Tom, you stole mine. Not even kidding.
Sucker.
Well, look at what we're all wearing.
I mean,
it feels great.
I woke up this morning in a house that was 67 degrees, so I'm feeling great.
Man, that sounds nice. Yeah. We're in that part of the year down here in Texas where it's like 50 degrees in the morning and then it gets back up to 90 by midday. So you get like a little bit of sweater weather in the morning and then you go back to sweating your
He's going apple picking. That's some fall stuff right there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that'll be fun. Weird Adult says, not sure I like food that my mouth needs to heal from. Agreed.
Well, don't eat Captain Crunch then, but all other cereals on the table.
Or like ciabatta bread. In theory, it tastes great, but it hurts.
Yeah. There's some good, like, there's a place here in Columbia that makes excellent sandwiches, but every time you go, your mouth is just in shambles.
Yeah. And then Travman says, we always just used to call it ATT. AT&T, American Touch and Tag.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Tom, we're glad you're back, man. We're really happy you're here. So let's move on. Who else do we got? Let's see. Why don't we go with Nashville Mob? How are you, Nashville Mob? It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Let me ask you a question. What are you big on this week?
I'm big on myself, and here's why.
Oh, baby.
Sounds like me.
Yes. Yesterday, I was tweeting because, the Cardinals imploded in the ninth inning. So our friend Austin made that little thing of me drinking whenever anything happens to the Chiefs. And I was like, hey, I'm a Cardinals fan. I'll use it for the Cardinals. So I used it for the Cardinals. I got one tweet reply, and it said, hey, are you related to Austin Huff? And so that can mean one of two things. She thought I looked like him. Great. She thought I was funny like him. Great. So I'm big on myself.
Yeah,
good for you.
You're a winner all around in that scenario, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, Mob, man.
Nothing like tweeting through it. Good for you.
Yeah, I'm glad that happened to you. I'm really happy for you.
Quite honestly, the best thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life.
It's a bold statement, but I
always
100% believe it's true.
Compared to Dad, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Mob, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We're glad you're here. And then we got our good friend Kevin. Kevin, how are you?
I'm great, sort of. Yeah. Just tweeting through it in real life right now.
Okay. You're kind of going through the same thing. I get it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. What are you big on?
Well, besides the crisp fall air that Tom was so elegantly talking about, I'm big. I'm big on Mario.
Yeah.
I couldn't get enough of the internet discourse yesterday talking about. So back when Chris Pratt was announced, people were like, "What? Who's Mario?" And then the studio assured us that they worked on him to come up with this completely new, amazing voice. And then we get a clip of his voice as Mario, and it's just Chris Pratt saying, "It's a me, Mario."
Yeah, it's,
I saw that trailer and I was dying laughing at that part, as was a lot of the internet.
Yeah, so I had it on the list of things to talk about. So
Yeah,
I got the trailer
I knew
right
I was
now.
stealing one there, but
no, you're good. We'll just go ahead and talk
up.
about it. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks good. It is weird, though.
Yeah, I think it does look good.
Yeah,
It looks like a Switch game, honestly, like the opening scene of like Mario Odyssey, which cool.
right.
Yeah,
But then the voice, I
Uh-huh.
don't know.
So
Yeah.
I
It is
think
weird, yeah.
I think my issue about it is going to be I'm gonna want to see the movie. It's gonna be enjoyable, but the entire time you're gonna hear Chris Pratt, and he's gonna go in and out of Chris Pratt, and then Chris Pratt trying to be Mario.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hear weird inflections at the end of Chris Pratt voices, and that will bother me. That's my fear.
Yeah, and the way it sounded. Does anybody watch Bob's Burgers?
I've seen a couple episodes, but I've heard that it sounds like what's her face?
Yeah, it sounds like the mom from Bob's Burgers. Somebody made an animated this thing of that voice, like the Super Mario Chris Pratt voice over her, and it's pretty spot on. So, yeah, I mean, I don't have any reason to think it's going to be bad. I understand people are just going to hate it, and it's Chris Pratt, so for whatever reason it gives people extra incentive to hate it. I don't
As
know.
far as the animation style, it looked
Looks
really
fantastic.
good.
Yeah.
Looks great.
I guess so with every other character, you don't really have a voice attached to it in your head, right?
No, Chris Pratt, you do.
But
though.
Mario, the actual character Mario, you have kind of a voice of what Mario sounds like attached to your head. So why would you get Chris Pratt? And this is nothing against Chris Pratt. I would say this about a bunch of other actors. Why not just get someone that maybe isn't a name and can sound like Mario, and then have everyone else be your big casted?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys know that kind of weird looking guy on TikTok that has a hilarious New York accent? You know who I'm talking about? He's got a goatee and long hair and glasses and just is the most New York accent guy.
I think so.
So this bit's gonna fall flat then. Well, I would get him to be Mario. Look him up later.
All right.
Also, I kind of like what Kay's saying. If they can reanimate Sonic, they can fire Chris Pratt.
That's true. I mean, if enough people hate it, we do know there is precedent for this. Like, he can get fired and they can redo it.
I don't know if he can. How much money are they paying him to do this?
Well, they'll probably just still pay him.
Is this movie going to make enough money to do?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it'll make a ton of money.
I don't think you understand that Croods 2 was atop the box office.
That's true.
For months.
Granted, COVID, but still.
We should all sit down and watch Croods 2 next time we're together.
I started
Whenever
it
that might
like
be.
a few months ago. It's been a while since we've talked about Croods 2.
Will it
Big
be
Croods 2
crucial to have
podcast.
seen Croods 1?
Maybe, but
I'd like to go in blind. You know,
Might almost be better to not have seen Croods 1.
we should have like a Croods 2 watch party. That's what we should do.
Mm.
That'd be fun. Oh, man. All right. Well, Kev, glad you're here, man. Glad to see
Thanks.
you.
I think there's a cat in here somewhere, so if it pops up,
Dude, cats
Be
are
aware.
everywhere.
I hope so.
I feel like it's scratching something.
Well, let me tell you what I'm big on.
Tell me.
I finally got a TV that works.
Heck yeah.
That's really all I care about right now. It looks great, sounds great. Well, sounds okay, but it looks great.
It's not Dolby.
It's not Dolby. It's
Oh,
got
no.
Dolby Vision.
CineBoiz are dead.
It's an OLED TV, so it looks amazing. But we're gonna have to get a soundbar that has Dolby Atmos. So
I'm not going to lie. I can't remember the last time I watched any sort of television without some sort of soundbar.
yeah, it's not
So
ideal.
I feel like you're
Yeah.
living in the 90s.
Yeah,
I just
No
gotta-
matter how good it looks.
yeah.
I don't have a soundbar on my TV downstairs because it broke.
I'm sorry, man.
Now I'm just a sad 90s kid.
Yeah. Well, it's like TVs used to be designed to have decent sound, but now they're so thin that you can't really do that anymore. I mean, you can, but
You
especially
know
on.
what's funny is whenever I watch a movie now, so my TV you can listen to it via Bluetooth headphones. So I wear these headphones half the time when I'm listening to a movie that I really want to get into.
Mhm.
You can hear every little
Yeah.
nook and cranny of the sound.
Uh-huh.
And I feel really dumb for doing it because I'm just like sitting on the couch with headphones on.
In silence.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do
Well,
that.
silence for everyone else around him.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah,
from
I
time
mean,
to
my
time.
wife's all about it. She is the quietest person I've ever met. So
Yeah.
I'm just downstairs on the headphones. She's upstairs on her headphones, probably listening to a podcast about murder and death.
Weird Adult
Nice.
says maybe Jim Carrey has a new take on Mario.
You know what?
Interesting.
If Jim
he's
Carrey
retired.
wanted to throw his hat in the ring, bring it on.
He's retired, guys. Sorry.
Also,
he's never
Kevin-
coming back.
Kay says show cat.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. So, but I think it's in the room. So it might show itself.
All right. And then she also says, first we had Kenny's chair saga, now is TV debacle. Well, hopefully the TV debacle is over, and this is the last you're going to hear me talk about it.
What was
So-
the chair saga?
Oh, just the chair I was using. That chair back there that has stuff on it. Now I got
Oh,
my,
that's right.
my good office chair that I
Need
like.
that lumbar support, baby.
Yeah, feels a lot better. Well,
old.
guys, what do you say we just get into some headlines, talk about some trailers, and we just have a good old time? You in?
Let's go.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the first thing I want to talk to you guys about, Robert Eggers, new movie coming out, Nosferatu.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'll go see that shit.
Yeah, and it is just casted Bill Skarsgård and Lily Rose Depp.
I wonder who he's going to be.
Maybe he'll be Nosferatu. Oh, that's not the right window. There we go. Fixed it. Yeah. So, I love Robert Eggers. Like, all of his
too.
movies are great. His most recent movie, of course, is Northman. Have you guys seen it?
Yes.
I never did see
Have
it.
not.
It was
Didn't get to the theater.
it was a
for some
little
reason.
weirder than I expected, but still very good. I enjoyed it a lot.
I'm also surprised it's not streaming somewhere yet. I kind of expected it to be.
It's on.
somewhere.
It's on. Peacock.
Yeah, it's on Peacock.
See, I don't have the cock, unfortunately.
That is very unfortunate for you. Well, I mean, maybe you can get like a free trial and just watch it.
Yeah, you could get a free trial.
Yeah.
I think I've used many a fake email address for free trials of Peacock for things already, so I'm in trouble there.
Breaking
But,
the law. I like it.
The Peacock eludes me. Anyway, what I can't think of anything Lily Depp has done. Am I dumb?
I mean, I
mean,
don't think I
yes,
can either.
but-
If I'm being 100%
obviously.
honest with
I mean,
you.
I couldn't tell you.
I mean, she's Johnny Depp's
I'm gonna
daughter.
look it up, and
Other than
I
that,
know
I don't.
I've
know.
seen her in something recently.
She's got a new show that's coming out on HBO from the creators of Euphoria, and it
She
has The
seems
Weeknd
like
in
a-
it also.
She seems like she'd be in Euphoria. She's got the
Yeah.
Euphoria look. I don't
Yeah.
know what that means, but
Well, if you see the trailer for the show, I can't remember what it's called, but it looks.
she was in The King apparently with Timothy Shamalama Bing Bong.
Oh yeah.
And,
Ooh.
that's all I can really.
I thought she was just in something I watched, but
Did you see?
I did not watch The King. But
You
none of
didn't?
these
It was fine.
movies coming up
Silent Night? I don't know.
are
She's one of those people that I know is famous, but for what I couldn't really tell you. Is she a model?
Yeah, I think she's a model.
See, models, I feel like I have a vague awareness of them, but it's just like
Right.
I don't see anything with models in it really. So
Sure.
who are you?
Yeah.
You know?
Tradman in the chat saying, I
Tell
saw
me.
The Northman in theaters, and there was a kid that was way too young to be watching a movie like that.
Dude, I went and saw Barbarian last weekend, and there's this family in there.
What?
It was crazy. They're like 10-year-old kids.
Will
I think
you
I'm
bring-
gonna have to wait on Barbarian until it's streaming somewhere. I don't too freaky for me.
too spooky.
Yeah.
Too spooky.
Tom,
No,
now that
it'll
you're
rattle you.
now that
Yeah,
you're
see, if it
soon to
rattled
be-
Tom, I'm already scared.
soon to be a dad, Tom, are you planning to bring your child to go see Barbarian in theaters?
Never. No. My princess will not be exposed to that kind of violence unless it's Die Hard
Has anybody seen?
or Violent Night.
or Violent Night.
I-
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I
Speaking
can't.
of,
I'm so excited for this movie.
speaking of,
I didn't have any idea what it was going to be when I opened the trailer, and the mid-trailer twist just got me.
yeah,
And I'm
so
excited.
I got the trailer up right now for Violent Night. So apparently it's an action movie with David Harbour as Santa.
Mhm.
Yep.
Great
This
choice.
has
Sign me up.
Yeah.
This has Bob Odenkirk. What's
Yeah.
the?
Well,
Nobody.
it's from the
Nobody
producers of
vibes.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. So
I'm very excited. For
it's
it.
Christmas
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah, pretty much.
It looks great. I'm
Santa's
excited.
back
It
and
could be
he's
terrible.
Ticked off.
It could be absolute trash.
but
it could be awful,
It's
but
going to be a lot of fun, at
Yeah.
least.
You're
Right,
not
it's
going to
one
have
of-
a bad time.
It's one of those movies where like you're gonna watch it and you don't know if it's gonna be good or bad. You just know you're gonna be entertained.
Sure.
this is what I want Christmas movies to be at this
Yes.
point. I feel like all the classics have been made, so quit trying. Just give me crazy Santa hitman movies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, revenge thrillers.
Yeah, so Travman said he did enjoy Northman, and Kay also says Trav is a big movie fan. Your first viewer who actually watches movies. So maybe Trav can actually call us on our stuff.
That
Right.
Noise.
yeah. We've
Yeah.
basically been able to say whatever we want for the last year or so, to
Trav, you-
however long we've been doing this.
You have our permission at any time to be like, you guys are wrong.
yeah, because we probably are.
Yeah. And he also says, cannot handle scary movies in theaters. I accidentally saw The Night House without knowing what it was, what it was about, and I was the only person in the theater. It was a terrible experience.
I
Oh,
did
you were the
just
only
watch
person
that.
in the theater watching that? That's kind of worse.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
did-
one kind of thing I wouldn't want to be alone for.
Yeah, no, he's absolutely right. I did watch that on HBO a few weekends ago. It is scary.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It looks spooky. And then we got AMR HDC in the chat says, Sup Kinjorb. Good to see you, AMR HDC. Glad you're
Classic paw print AMR HDC.
here. AMR HDC.
You know.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, you can check out Violent Night coming soon to theaters. I'm sure it'll be a fun experience, whether or not the movie is good or bad.
Bring the
Um,
kids.
Yeah. Bring the whole family.
Yeah, bring the kids, bring the family. It'll be a good time. And then we also got a trailer for a new Jennifer Lawrence movie called Causeway, which looks
She
like
needs a good movie, if I'm going to be
Yeah.
honest. She hasn't made a good one in a while.
It does look good. And I found myself like, I don't have any idea what it's about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
she's
found
wearing
myself-
a St. Chuck shirt.
I found myself getting emotional through the trailer. I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh,
Emotional.
this
Huh?
has some
well, it
promise.
also has Brian Tyree Henry in it. So if that says anything, I think it'll be a good movie.
Mhm.
What's the premise of this movie? I haven't watched the trailer.
I'm not
Do we know what
100%
it is?
sure. I believe
I-
that Jennifer Lawrence is a soldier or retired soldier with PTSD reacclimating to life
Oh.
in the States.
Yeah.
It's not what I
Yeah.
thought you would say it would be about.
So
Interesting.
yeah, it looks good. I mean, it's getting that time of year where these are the type of movies we're going to start seeing a lot more and more. which I'm all for. Love these types of movies.
Mhm.
Oh, it's got that guy who I love.
Yep, that
Can't
guy's in
Think
it.
of his name.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Brian Tyree Henry.
Yes,
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah, so it looks good. I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm with you guys. I don't really know exactly what it's about, but
she needs a good movie.
she needs a good movie.
Here's to
Yeah.
hoping it's a good movie.
She's
I
had
bet
a
this is,
tough stretch.
Yeah,
What was the last good movie she made?
I mean, she was in Don't Look Up. If you liked that,
yeah.
It was
It was
okay.
okay.
yeah.
I liked it too.
It,
Oh,
took,
that
it
was
was
fine.
better than people said it
Right.
was. Like was it heavy-handed?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
But that was part of the shtick.
That
so
was the
But
point.
that's also Adam McKay.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Red Sparrow was terrible. I forgot about that movie.
AMR HDC says the guy from Dune. He's right. Does have the guy from
Yes,
Dune.
the guy from
The
Dune.
guy who plays Thufir Hawat.
Mhm.
If you know your Dune, which I do.
What's the? Do we have a release year on the next Dune? Is it next year?
Next year,
23.
next fall. Yeah.
Okay, good. I was afraid it was going to be 20.
I bet we get a trailer for it. I bet we get a teaser trailer for it in like Christmas time. Would be my guess. Like
Super Bowl.
I'm a little nervous because my expectations couldn't be higher. You know.
yeah,
After the first one, I loved it so much.
yeah.
I need to start tempering them a year in advance. I'd say.
Nah,
See, don't do that to me. You're going to
Nah.
make it worse.
Also, hope, baby.
nah.
Yeah. So yeah,
It's Denny. He's
Denny.
never let me down.
yeah.
That's
He
true.
really
He
hasn't.
has not.
He hasn't made a bad movie yet. So,
Mhm.
and then we've got the trailer for the White Lotus season 2. Just got released. Did any of you
Whenever I
guys
stay
watch
at a
the-
White
Oh, that
Lotus,
is loud. That
I
is loud.
always
Fixed it.
It's been on my watch list for as long as it's been out. You
Yeah.
know, but I've never gotten around to it.
I'll be real honest. I tried to watch it, but I didn't finish it. I don't know why. It just
Yeah.
didn't really.
I don't think
But
I've got
people love
much
it.
interest.
Yeah, people love the White Lotus.
It seems like it should be. Is it a murder mystery? What's the? Is it just white people on a resort being white?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
white people
I
on a
don't-
resort just being shitty.
Boring.
Very, very much HBO type of fare.
Yeah.
Yeah, so AMRHCC in the chat says, y'all have a dedicated Discord? Yeah, there's a link. Join it. Feel free to join.
Andy would love our Discord.
Yeah, get
If I
Andy in
know
the
anything
Discord
about
too.
Andy.
Yeah. So yeah, my tie
See, Trav
to
thinks White Lotus was great. So
Trav
Trav,
loves
tell
it.
us why.
Trav's
Because
our
none of us
resident
have seen
expert.
it.
Yeah. You know, like I said, I haven't seen White Lotus, but the only tie I really have to it is Mike White is the creator of the show, and Mike White was on a season of Survivor. So, yay, Mike White.
Mike White, former New York Jets great.
Still a New York Jets.
Oh,
great.
sorry. Excuse me. Still a Jet
dare
great.
you.
And we, the Mike White Hive, hope that he gets his day again.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a Mike White Hive member, card carrying.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah. If Mike White's playing, I'm watching.
Fair enough.
Good to know.
So yeah, check out the season 2 of The White Lotus coming soon on HBO, and yeah, enjoy yourself. And then a little bit of interesting news. I don't know if this has happened before with Netflix original movies, but Glass Onion, the sequel to Knives Out, coming in December, is actually going to get a theatrical release in November.
It happened with Roma, did it not?
I was gonna say, I feel like they've done.
I'm pretty sure Roma was
limited
in theaters.
releases.
Yeah,
Uh,
and I
I don't know
think
if they've done. Like,
I'm fairly certain it's
wide.
happened before.
I'm pretty sure.
I thought you could see Irishman in the theaters too.
Yes,
I think
you
for
could.
their like
You could.
big movies.
Yeah.
I think what
Yeah.
they did with those movies was that like they released it to like very specific theaters. Now this isn't going to be a wide release, so it's not going to be in like every theater, but I believe it's going to be in like 600 theaters, which is a pretty decent amount.
I think that's what The Irishman did. I really do.
Yeah.
I think with movies like this, they let them go into theaters.
Okay, so I was thinking about this last night. I was just thinking about Glass Onion. So I See How They Run yesterday and was sort of disappointed by it. Not that it was a bad movie. It was
all right.
very average. Like it kind
Yeah.
of made fun of like the whodunit type stuff. And then
Mhm.
it just turned out to be like, oh, this was just like exactly what it was making fun of, sort of,
Yeah.
to me. It was fine. And it kind of got me like, I don't know. It got me unmotivated for Glass Onion because it was just so uninspiring in a weird way.
Well, maybe it should do the
I'm
opposite.
sure.
Maybe
Yeah,
it should
maybe.
inspire you because you know that, hey, this wasn't that good, but at least I've got Glass Onion coming.
Yeah. The problem is like Sam Rockwell, love him.
Great.
Saoirse Ronan, love her. So like the performances weren't bad, just one of those classic left me wanting movies.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It wasn't anything I hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the irony is that's what it was making fun of basically.
Yeah.
The first half of the movie.
Yeah. Quick shout out to Kay in the chat, moderating the hell out of it. Really appreciate it. She's like, hey, I'm not putting up with this spam. Deletes the chat. Way to go. We appreciate you. So yeah, Glass Onion. You don't have to see it in the theater. You know, you can wait a few weeks and you can watch it on Netflix.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna.
You know, that's what the sad thing is. I probably won't go to the theater either. I
Yeah.
used to be such a big theater boy, but
If
I'm
there's
still
way
a
to
big
get out
theater
of it-
boy.
I am too. But if there's a way
my
to get out
home
of it,
theater is just such a bad theater. I need them to upgrade their projectors badly. They're horrible.
yeah.
Just horrible.
Trav in the chat saying couldn't be more excited for Glass Onion. See how they run last week and it was very fine. Thought about seeing Amsterdam today, but I've heard it's terrible, so I think I'm holding off. Knives Out was just so good, and so any murder mystery, I will now be comparing to that.
Trav and I are on the same wavelength. I almost saw Amsterdam yesterday, and I was like, "Ugh, the reviews are putrid."
Yeah.
So I did.
Here's Amsterdam. The last 2 weeks, I'm scrolling through the Instagram, looking at the reels, and it would pop up in my reels, and I was like,
The theory is
See, I
solid.
never saw any of those.
we must be on different algorithms, but like
be.
I got a bunch of them for
You're
Amsterdam.
totally right, Mob.
And
if
I was
you start
just like,
seeing it on Instagram,
well,
it's bad.
And it's also one of
It's
the
not a good
movies
sign.
where the cast is so large that it's like
I feel like that's getting harder to do. Like,
you're compensating for something.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm just waiting on Babylon. I don't know.
Yeah.
Give me
Well,
Babylon.
I had it on the. Speaking of Babylon, I actually had it on the discussion list earlier, but I took it off. But is Brad Pitt going to get canceled?
I saw
I-
that.
Right.
Wait,
he
what?
might, and I might have to pull back a lot of what I've said about him.
Yeah.
Seems like he's not the greatest guy.
Looks like I got ahead of that one.
wait,
Yeah.
what happened?
So
He's not a good dad
apparently there's some
Oh,
stuff
yeah, I
that
didn't
came
know
out
at
that,
all.
yeah, a few years back.
Are we
there
are
was
we
an
going down
incident.
another what would be wild is if we had a Brad and Angelina trial that was out in the public.
I would really.
Let's-
hope
he
it
hired
doesn't.
the
Get
same.
it out
I
there.
don't want it.
He hired the
but-
same PR firm that Johnny had.
Yeah.
Just so we're
Yeah, I read the article this morning and I debated whether we should talk about it because it's kind of rough, and I was like, I took it off, but I don't know.
if he did what it says he did,
Not great.
I don't know, man.
That's ick.
Just
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
might be over for us. me
What's
and him,
surprising though is that
obviously.
it's stuff that like it came out and now it doesn't seem like there's any like real weight to it, which I'm like, should there be weight to this? I don't know. It might just be too early, but
Yeah.
I think
It is damning that none of his kids ever seem to want to be around him ever, which is
Yeah.
kind of like, that's not a good
That's
sign.
a good point.
yeah.
They're never with him, or I don't know.
Anyways,
Not
we won't
great.
dig too much into it, but
I'll just say this. Never be surprised about anything that happens to your favorite actors or comes
No.
out about them.
Never meet your hero.
Unless it's Adam Driver.
unless it's
Then
Adam
you can
Driver.
be surprised.
Yeah.
Because he's the true good guy.
And if anything ever comes out negative about Adam
gosh.
Driver, I will be the
See-
first on that train of like, this is a lie.
Ooh,
If-
turns
if that
out he
happens-
has literal skeletons in his closet. He's
If
a
that
murderer.
happens, I am resigning.
Yeah. we'll end the podcast
Done.
if that's the case.
Film.
Trav saying the cast is so insane talking about Amsterdam, but man, those reviews are rough. Yeah, we actually had tickets
Yeah.
to go see it yesterday and we decided not to. So
You just ate the money.
we got a refund. So
That's what I do love about, like, I just use Fandango because you can get them at any theater.
mm-hmm.
You can cancel like up to like the last minute before the show starts. You can
Yeah.
say no thanks.
Yeah,
I've
typically
done
you can cancel the last hour with Alamo. So,
Hmm.
Yep. So there you go. And then the last thing that we had to talk about is we did get the trailer for a new Netflix series called Blockbuster.
It looks funny.
It looks
being honest.
like Superstore in a Blockbuster.
/ Brooklyn Nine-Nine a little bit.
Yeah. Which I thought it was a movie at first, but apparently it's a TV show. It's not a movie.
I like all the actors in it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, yeah, everybody's great.
And I'll for sure tune in just for a couple episodes just to see the nostalgia.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Inside of a blockbuster.
Yeah. Is Blockbuster making a comeback though? Because there's so many signs that point to yes.
I sure hope so.
I mean, you've got.
What would it be? It couldn't exist the same way.
Yeah, you're probably. I assume. I would see it as like a hybrid, like in-person store / streaming service, which I think would be kind of cool. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Well, what are these signs that you're seeing?
Well, obviously you get
It's
this
been
show.
all over.
Right.
The Blockbuster Twitter account has been activated and has been very active the past few months.
Well, what's happened is everyone that grew up going to Blockbuster is our age now and is like, oh, remember how awesome that was? And now we're just making content about it. So that's...
Yeah, I don't think it's actually going to come back.
No,
Dude,
content-wise,
why do you gotta shit on my
not gonna
dreams
come
like
back.
that?
Because your dreams are stupid.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
That hurts.
My
That was
hurt.
intense.
gracious.
Hey, he asked, am I not supposed to be honest with my friends?
Maybe, soften the blow a little.
Yeah. It would be
You know?
cool to have like a
You're right.
curated physical media experience that also had a streaming service. But I think that's too niche. And I,
I
think
like
the
that.
market is too saturated
This
for
is a
something
curated
like that.
physical media experience. And at the end, it just says Blockbuster. And you're like, oh, okay.
Curated physical media. I like that.
Yeah.
They should hire me.
I get that, but I also really enjoy just being able to click a couple of buttons and the movie's up on my screen.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I just want I don't even want to rent a physical movie. I just want that rush of going on a Friday night.
I know. That's what I was about to say.
Store
That's
again
what I
with
want.
Other people and just like the excitement in the air at 6:30. You're good. Yeah, I just
You're
want
all
that
about to
back.
settle down with pizza and a soda and a great movie.
Mom, Dad, we got to get there early. It just came out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll never
It
see
was
again.
devastating when you finally settled on what you thought you wanted, and there were like 2 copies of it, and they were both gone.
No,
Yeah.
what was
Heartbreaking.
devastating was you went there and you saw all the cover. So there was only one in one line, but there was one that had 2, and you went and got it out, and it was the never-ending story again that someone had just put behind there to mess
Dirtbags.
with you.
Dirtbags.
What is this shit?
I've already seen this.
So yeah, check
is
out
interesting, though.
Blockbuster on Netflix.
I will.
Yeah.
I definitely will.
And
I
then
feel like,
pray to God that Blockbuster returns.
Can only
I just
hope.
feel like there's a void of I want multiple comedies of quick shows that I can watch that are comedies that aren't the ones I've watched again. Because
Me too.
we're caught up on Abbott Elementary, which I was big on last week and love.
It's great.
And so I don't have something that I can just sit down and turn on unless it's The Office, which I love, but I can only watch The Office once every year.
Not me. I can watch it anytime. Where can
Well,
I
I
watch
mean, I
it?
can too.
Elementary.
It's on HBO Max. It's also on Hulu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Watch the first season on HBO Max, no commercials, and then the second season's on Hulu because it's going through it right now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So guys, I mean, that's pretty much it for all of our news and trailers for the week. So Tom, let me ask you this: do we have some movie anniversaries this week?
We do.
Yeah, let's go.
Get these pulled up here. Alrighty. Happy 5-year anniversary to Blade Runner 2049.
Wow, 5 years already?
Mm-hmm.
I just rewatched it.
Love that movie.
It's so good.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It might be my favorite movie of the last 5 years. It's definitely in the top 5, I think.
So good.
Trav, man, I love New Girl. Give me any New Girl quote.
Who
Give me
doesn't
all the
love New
Good
Girl?
Miller, Winston Schmidt quotes.
We just went through New Girl again. That's great.
New Girl
Winston's
without
about
the
to
New
do
Girl
some
is what is
puzzling.
perplex.
Winston, it's on the box. It's a Japanese garden.
It's a Japanese garden. So what do you think it's going to look like?
Puzzling. Winston about to do some puzzling.
he puts the hoodie on his pants.
Yeah.
His pants.
Sorry.
Great show. Fantastic. On Netflix. Check it out.
I'm gonna hit your ass with a ski.
Get
Tom, what else do we got?
Happy 10-year anniversary to Paranormal Activity 4.
4.
Now, which one was that?
Yeah, which one is that?
Yeah.
I don't think I watched
Don't
4. To be honest.
remember.
Is that the one with the ghosts?
Yes.
No, that's
No.
the third one.
Oh. Excuse
Wait,
me.
Which I saw the third one in theaters.
Which one was the one where it was
very
like
good.
a bunch of women that murdered the one dude?
That might be.
Was that
That
two?
might be the third one.
I
Third
don't know,
one.
man.
Because it's like the third one ends with like the guy discovering like a witch's coven.
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about. That's
Yeah.
the one I can remember. And I
That's the
saw that one
scariest
in the
one.
theaters, and it was freaky.
It was terrifying.
Yeah. I think that's what turned me off of scary movies for a while. I was like, too much.
Honestly,
for
though,
old Kev.
one of the best times I've had in the theater.
It was a great experience. Yeah,
Mhm.
packed house. I think it was
Yeah.
Halloween.
Were we together?
I saw it in Oklahoma, so probably not.
Okay.
You
Maybe
guys,
same
you
night,
guys
though.
had broken up by then.
This was
Yeah.
pre Tom, Kevin, Kenny hiking trip through the misty
Yeah.
mountains of Tennessee. So
Kay
Oh,
says
boy.
love New Girl and Justin Long. Minor role New Girl. Have you seen Barbarian yet, Kay? Because he's in that. That's great.
Genslinger.
All right. Jonesy Joe in the chat saying good morning. Good to see you, Mom. All right, Tom.
Anyway,
What else we got?
happy 25-year anniversary to, oh no, this is going to be weird, 7 years in Tibet.
Oh
With
no,
Brad
it's
Pitt.
so awkward.
Hmm.
Mm.
I never saw 7 Years in Tibet.
I've
didn't
never
either.
seen it either, honestly.
It looked boring as shit.
That was in his phase where all the movies he was making were he was wearing that same hat.
Yeah.
You know,
He was either
Yeah.
fishing in the mountains or
fishing or like
With monks
riding
in
a
Tibet.
horse.
Riding
or,
a horse in Montana.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, well,
Hat phase.
check out 7 Years in Tibet if you haven't seen it yet, or don't. I'm not your
Or
dad.
don't.
But yeah, well, Tom, thank you so much. We appreciate that. And that's going to bring us to the end of this episode. Guys, I really appreciate you guys being here with us. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Kay, my mom, Molly, Trav, AMRHDC, Kunit. Oh my gosh, we had a ton of people. Mr. Rima. Good Lord. Weird Adult. Wow.
What's up?
What a poppin' day we had today. Movie Boy.
And stick around, honestly. if
Yeah,
you
stick
wanna.
around. So here's what we're gonna do, and if you're listening to the podcast right now, you're gonna have to wait a week. But we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna cut the stream, and then we're gonna come back probably in about 5 minutes or so to do another episode, and it's gonna be our Kids on Bike tier rank list. So I know Kay needs to be there. That's
Yes.
Kay's idea. So we're
One
gonna
of the
do
better
that.
ideas we've ever received on the show, I would say.
One of the best suggestions ever. So, but yeah, if you're listening to this on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, please consider subscribing. If you're watching on the Corkbats YouTube page, also please consider subscribing. And then be sure to follow us on social media at the CineBoiz on Twitter and Instagram. You can also join our Discord. Link is in the chat. We really appreciate you all. Guys, you have anything else you need to get off your chest?
yeah.
One day, Mike White will be
Will
there
return
again.
to glory.
Yeah. Mike White
Go
will
Mike
rise
White.
from the ashes. Go Jets. Jets, 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 Jets. Bye, guys.
Bye.